Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 30th of December 2023. Essence. Sweet children, do not delay in performing an auspicious task. Save your brothers and sisters from stumbling. Budge knowledge to them and make them equal to yourselves. Question. By which calamity taking place has Bharat become like a cell? Answer. The biggest calamity is that people have forgotten the Lord of the Gita and call the child who takes birth through the knowledge of the Gita the Lord. Because of misunderstanding this, everyone has turned away from the Father. Bharat has become like a cell. You children are now listening to the true Gita personally from the Father, and it is with the knowledge of this Gita that the deity religion is being established. You are becoming equal to Sri Krishna. Song. Who created this play and hid himself away? Om Shanti. The children who are the decoration of the Brahmin clan have understood that they truly had limitless happiness in heaven. We were very happy. We living beings were very intoxicated in heaven. What happened then? Colorful Maya came and clung to us. It is because of the vices that this is called hell. This whole world is hell. The example of the buzzing moth is given. The work of buzzing moths brackets Brahmaris and the Brahmin teachers brackets Brahmanis is the same. The example of the buzzing moth is based on you. The buzzing moth takes an insect, makes a home, and puts that insect in that. This too is hell. All are like insects. However, not all insects belong to the deity clan. Whatever religion they belong to, they are all insects who are residents of hell. Who are the insects of the deity religion? How can you tell that these are the Brahmins of the clan of Brahma who sit and buzz knowledge? Only those who belong to the deity religion will be able to stay here. Those who don't belong to this clan will not be able to stay here. All are insects, residents of hell. Even sannyasis say that this happiness of hell is like the droppings of a crow. They don't know that there is limitless happiness in heaven. Here there is 5% happiness and 95% sorrow. Therefore, this would not be called heaven. There is no question of sorrow in heaven. Here there are innumerable scriptures, innumerable religions, and innumerable directions. In heaven there is the one undivided direction of the deities. There is just the one religion there. You are Brahmins. You buzz knowledge, and then those who belong to this religion will stay here. There are many types. Some believe in nature, some believe in science, and some say that this world is just imagination. Such conversations only take place here, not in the golden age. The unlimited Father sits here and explains to his children through the lotus mouth of Prajapita Brahma. You were with me and you now have to come back to me. The question of scriptures doesn't arise in this. When Christ and Buddha come, they too relate something. There is no question of their scriptures at that time. Did Christ study the Bible? The question of the Bible doesn't arise at that time. The Father says, "Children, look at your condition. Look at the condition Maya, Raban has brought you to. You understand that you are the doublest community of Ravan. They burn effigies of Ravan, but he doesn't burn. When will the burning of Ravan end? People don't know this. You are the godly deity community. You are my children. I have come once again to teach you children Raja Yoga. There are innumerable religions. It takes so much effort to remove people from those. Where did the Gita come from? Where did the science of the original eternal deity religion, which the rishis and munis set and created, and about which you have been hearing even now, come from? Who sung the Vedas? Who is the father of the Vedas? The father says, I am the god of the Gita. Say Baba created the Mother Gita and Sri Krishna took birth through that. Radhe etc. are all included with him. First of all, there are Brahmins. You children have the faith that that one is our most beloved Father, to whom everyone says, O God the Father, have mercy. Devotees call out, how can we be liberated from sorrow? If God is omnipresent, there is no need to call out. The main aspect is that of the Gita. People create so many sacrificial fires, etc. You should now have such leaflets printed. Everything is so meaningless now. Wherever you look, they continue to write the Gita. They don't know at all who created the Gita, who sung it, when it was sung, or who made it. They don't even have the accurate introduction of Sri Krishna. They simply say, wherever I look, I only see the omnipresent Sri Krishna everywhere. Devotees of Radhe would say that they only see omnipresent Radhe, that Radhe is everywhere. If they were to say this of just the one incorporeal Supreme Soul, that would be okay. Why do people say that all of them are omnipresent? They even say that Ganesh is omnipresent. In just the one city of Mathura, someone would say that Sri Krishna is omnipresent, and someone else would say that Radhe is omnipresent. There is so much confusion. No two opinions are the same. In the one home, the guru of the father would be different from the guru of the child. In fact, gurus are adopted by those in the age of retirement. The father says, I too have come in this one's stage of retirement. In the world, the greater the guru, the more intoxication he has. Adidev has also been given the name Mahavir. They even call Hanuman Mahavir. You Shaktis are Mahavirs. In the Dilwala temple, the Shaktis are shown riding lions and the Pandavas are shown riding elephants. The temple has been built with great significance. It is your identical memorial. You would not exist at that time for your picture to be used. The temples were created in the copper age, and so where could your pictures have come from? You do service at this time. All of those things refer to the present time. They created the scriptures later. If we were not to mention the name of the Gita, they would say we don't know which new religion this is. This requires so much effort. Those people simply establish a religion in this world. The Father is preparing you for the new world. The Father says, no one else can carry out the task that I do. I have to make all the impure ones pure. I now have to give a warning to you children. So many calamities have taken place in Bharat, and this is why Bharat has become like a cell. The father gave birth to Sri Krishna through the mother Gita, whereas those people have made Sri Krishna the Lord of the Gita. The Lord of the Gita is in fact Shiva. He gave birth to Sri Krishna through the Gita. All of you are Sanjay, and the one giving you this knowledge is Shiv Baba, who is the creator of the ancient deity religion. Wisdom is required to write about all of these things. We are taking birth through the Gita. Mama will become Radhe and this one will become Sri Krishna. These are incognito matters. No one can understand the birth of Brahmins. The matter is between Sri Krishna and the Supreme Soul. Brahma, Sri Krishna and Shiv Baba, these are all deep things. Very wise people are needed to understand these things. The intellects of those who have full yoga will continue to become like a philosopher's stone. This cannot stay in a wandering intellect. Baba is giving you children such elevated knowledge. You students should also use your intellects. So now sit and write this. One mustn't delay in carrying out an auspicious task. We children of the ocean should save our brothers and sisters. The poor ones are continually stumbling. They would say, since the BKs proclaim this so loudly, there must be something in it. Have hundreds of thousands of leaflets printed and distribute them at the Gita Pathshalas. Bharat is the imperishable land and the most elevated pilgrimage place. People have forgotten the pilgrimage place of the Father who grants salvation to all, and so his name has to be glorified again. Only Shiv Baba is worthy of being offered flowers. All the rest are useless. There are many Gita Pathshalas. You can change your costume and go there. Let them then think that you must be a BK. No one else could ask such questions. Acha, you understand that Shiv Baba sits in the body of Brahma and explains all of these things. The Baba who makes you into masters of heaven has now come here. Until you become Brahmins, you cannot become deities. The Brahmin clan is even more elevated than the deity clan. All of you souls are becoming pure. You will then take rebirth in the new world. Acha, to the sweetest beloved long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Night class, 12 of January 1969. You children are sitting in remembrance of the one Father. To stay in remembrance of the one is called unadulterated remembrance. If while sitting here you remember anyone else, that is called adulterated remembrance. To eat, drink and live at home with someone while remembering someone else is cheating. Devotion too is unadulterated while you worship Shiv Baba alone. Whereas to remember others is adulterated devotion. You children have now received this knowledge. The one Father performs such wonders. He makes us into the masters of the world. So we have to remember that one alone. Mine is one alone. However, some children say that they forget to remember Shiv Baba. Wonderful. On the path of devotion, you used to say that you would worship the one alone. He alone is the purifier. No one else can be called the purifier. Only the one is called this. He alone is the highest on high. There is now no question of devotion. You children have knowledge. You have to remember the ocean of knowledge. On the path of devotion, they say, when you come, we will remember you alone. Therefore, you should remember those things. Each one of you should ask yourself, do I remember the one Father, or do I remember many friends and relatives? You have to attach your hearts to the one Father. If your hearts go to anyone else, your remembrance becomes adulterated. The Father said, children, constantly remember me alone. You will then have deity relatives there. In the new world, you will have all new relations. Therefore, you have to check, who do I remember? The Father says, remember me, the Paralokik Father. I alone am the purifier. Try to remove your intellect's yoga from everyone else and remember the Father. The more you remember Him, the more your sins will be cut away. It isn't that however much I remember Baba, He will remember me to the same extent. The Father doesn't have to cut away any sins. You are now sitting here in order to become pure. See, Baba is also here. He doesn't have a body of his own. He has taken this one alone. You have promised the Father, Baba, when you come, we will belong to you and become the masters of the new world. Continue to ask your heart. You know that the link of your intellect's yoga repeatedly breaks away from the Father. The Father knows that the link will be broken and that you will then remember Him and that the link will then break again. Children make effort number-wise. If you stay in remembrance very well, you can come into this dynasty. Continue to check yourselves. Keep a diary. Where did my intellect's yoga go throughout the day? The Father will tell you. The minds and intellects of souls run everywhere. The Father says when they run everywhere, a loss is experienced. There is a lot of profit in remembering me. There is only a loss in everything else. You have to remember the one, main one. You have to be cautious with yourself. There is profit at every step. There is loss at every step. For 84 births, you have been remembering bodily beings and experienced nothing but loss. Day by day, 5,000 years have gone by and there has been a loss all the time. Now stay in remembrance of the Father and experience profit. You have to churn the ocean of knowledge in this way and extract the jewels of knowledge. Stay in remembrance of the Father with concentration. Some children are worried about earning cells. Maya makes them think of their business, etc. Wealthy ones have many thoughts. What can Baba do? Baba had such a good business. He didn't need to stumble around. When a businessman came, Baba would ask him, are you a businessman or an agent? While doing your business, you have to connect your intellects in yoga to the Father. The iron age is now ending and the golden age is coming. Impure ones will not go to the golden age. The more you remember Baba, the purer you will become. By having purity, you can imbibe this well. Impure ones can neither stay in remembrance nor imbibe this. According to their fortune, some find time and make effort, whereas others don't have any time at all. They don't remember Baba at all. However much effort they made in the previous cycle, that is what they will do now. Each one of you has to make effort for yourself. In earlier days, when there was a loss in business, they would say it is the will of God. Now you say it is the drama. Whatever happened in the previous cycle will happen again. It isn't that you have 4 hours of remembrance now, and so you will have more remembrance in the next cycle. No. You are given the teaching. If you make good effort now, you will make good effort every cycle. Therefore, check where your intellect goes. In wrestling, they have to be very careful. Acha. Spiritual Bap Dada says love, remembrance and good night to the spiritual children. Spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana number 1. In order to become wise, make your intellect like a philosopher's stone with remembrance. Don't allow your intellect to wander here and there. Only think about the things that the Father tells you. Second, become a buzzing moth and do the service of making the insects who are residents of hell into deities. Do not delay in carrying out an auspicious task. Save your brothers and sisters. Blessing, may you be a special soul who gives the experience of a speciality at every step, while at the same time maintaining the feeling of equality. Each and every child has his or her own speciality. The deeds of special souls are different from those of ordinary souls. There has to be a feeling of equality with all, but let it also be visible that each one is a special soul. Special souls means those who do something special and don't just speak about it. Everyone will have a feeling from such a soul that that one is a treasure store of love. Let love be experienced from every step and every glance of yours. This is a speciality. Slogan: before the destruction of the world, destroy your own defects and weaknesses. Before the destruction of the world, destroy your own defects and weaknesses. Om Shanti.